I was born in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. My mother and my father worked together briefly for a time, but they split up. I then lived with my grandmother and my father. As a youth, I was involved in most sports as a young kid. I was involved with track, baseball, football, basketball. I was involved in every sport. In fact, I wanted to be a boxer and go to the Olympics.
His uncle Bruce worked at the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown. In fact, his uncle Bruce was the first man to start wrestling at Pitt Johnstown. He was the first coach.
And he was very instrumental and very influential in guiding me through the ranks of the wrestling world and sports in general.
So Carlton came to camp when he was just a little guy. Well, I don't know if he ever was a little guy, but when he was younger, he came to all the camps, and so I got to know him his whole life, and I knew his family, and so he's from Johnstown.
When I was in high school, we didn't have a high school wrestling program, but I had wrestled in 8th grade.
His senior year, people from the community got it okayed for him to wrestle in the postseason, and he ended up winning districts, regionals, and states, and had a 9-0, 10-0 high school career record.
To me, it was just like showing up to wrestle, and I didn't think anything other what anybody else said. I was going to win, and that was the purpose why I went in there. I wanted to win the state championship because I had seen so many state championship tournaments with my uncle Bruce. He refereed a lot of tournaments, so I went with him a lot. So I seen how it was to be a state champion. I just wanted to be one. When I came back home, I went to Lock Haven originally for football, to play some football and to wrestle. And when I went to Lock Haven, I was injured. I hurt my knee in high school football. I never got it fixed until I went to Lock Haven. So I went to Lock Haven, got my knee fixed, and I didn't want to go back to Lock Haven. I'd known Coach Pecora all my life, all my wrestling years, and it just seemed like a good fit. Came here, and the rest is history.
He won not only a Division II national title, then a Division I national title, and then repeated it, an ungodly 3 times in a row. So he had 6 national titles. So he put Pitt Johnstown on the map, and it gave me a chance as a coach and a recruiter to say, I've had the best.
Winning Division I 3 times was great. The first time when I won it, I didn't know what to expect at the Division I tournament. Went in there, we didn't have a big name or anything. We went in there sort of unassuming and let the chips fall where they may. And we got on a run, and we got hot, and we won. And same thing goes for the second tournament. I had a pretty good tournament that season, and it was probably my favorite and best I competed in the Division I tournament. My third Division I tournament was probably the one that was pretty tough to win, but we got it done. So that's one thing wrestling teaches you, is never quit, never give up, and just keep on moving.
Athletically, very gifted in terms of just genetically. He's big, strong, fast, agile.
Even when I was here, I wanted to play professional football. There were times when Coach Pecora that said, don't worry about it, we'll get you, you'll play NFL, you'll play in the NFL. And lo and behold, it happened. The thing I like best about being a professional football player was being able to play against the best players in the world and to have success against those people. That was something that I've always liked to do, try to challenge myself, try to see where my skill level's at. And that was one of the things that I really enjoyed, was playing against the best and being one of the best. During my pro football career, there were some things that I liked and some things that I didn't like. One thing that I enjoyed was the competition. Now, there were some things that I didn't enjoy, and that was the other things that go along with it. And I know how to stay away from those things, and I feel those things now help me to become a better coach, help me to relate and help out kids down the road, because I've seen some of the pitfalls and some of the traps, and I feel that I'm able to help steer people away from that. I took up MMA because I I just still had an itch for competition. I would sit there and I would watch the MMA fighters on television. My heart would start beating fast, like I had a match the next day, and I just didn't want to, leave this earth without, fulfilling those needs. I mean, it was like, while I could, I still could, and I was able to do it. So, hey, what the heck? Give it a shot and see what happens. Well, right now I'm coaching high school football for the Greater Johnstown High School, and also assistant wrestling coach for Greater Johnstown High School wrestling. I'm having a great time. This is the place where I went. I'm back at home. My wife is also very instrumental in helping me make it. I have kids at home. My son, I have a son, Carlton, daughter, Carly, and another daughter, Kentara. They're all in high school right now. They're, the apples of my eye.
Imagine if you were, I was going to produce a movie, and some guy came up to me and said, hey, I want you to produce a movie. Let's make a movie about a young man who goes to a high school, doesn't have a high school wrestling team, and wins a state title. Wow, that's a pretty good movie. Hey, let's wait. Let's have him go to the local college and win a national title. No, let's have him win 6 national titles. Hey, no, it's not over yet. Let's have him then go on and play for the local football team that's the Super Bowl champions and become an all-pro football player even though he didn't play football in college. Who's going to believe that?
It means a great deal.